3. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Entrepreneur of the Month show at Women Lines. In the show, we take interviews from entrepreneurs from across the globe. It is to provide you with inspiration and fuel you with motivation that you can achieve your dreams just the way other entrepreneurs have. So today we are having somebody from Australia. We are having Lara. She is an author, business transformation coach, founder of Rise and Be Rich. She is having an amazing 20 years digital marketing and communications experience. As a sought after expert on transforming business inside out, Ahana has helped business owners from USA, Canada, UK, Singapore, Malaysia, India, Australia to switch to success. Welcome, Ahana, to Women Lines Show. It is such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much, Lara.
Ahana, please share about your solopreneur journey with the viewers.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I always had entrepreneurship at the back of my mind somewhere. I think I was 13, 14. I was helping my mom do, musical productions. And we would do several times a year. Even at that time, I kind of knew that I wanted to do something of my own. Right. But you know how we grow up, we get into all these roles, and I've played lots of different roles professionally and personally. And then, all of that packaged together, sort of brings what I'm doing right now. But I started in journalism, marketing, and communications. That's how I started. That's the background I have. And then I spent a decade doing, all of that work, another decade specializing in digital marketing. Okay. And then suddenly, I actually switched when my daughter, we moved from the US to Singapore, actually, when she was around 6. And so she was just entering the primary school there. And that's when I started my sort of first business, my venture into solopreneurship.
Wow.
So it's just, and from then I entered as a mompreneur. But I had all this background with me. So very quickly it moved into consulting, then it moved into a distribution business. The first realization that, hey, I love doing business, but B, I want to do a business that fits my life and lifestyle and not a business that taking me back into what I was doing in a career. That was my first realization. So even though I entered as a mompreneur and I ventured into solopreneurship at that time, with that consulting and distribution business, my venture into online business and learning how to do a business which really sustains the lifestyle freedom as well as gives me that amazing cash flow and impact to help so many people around the world. That was a little bit later. That was my first online business.
Awesome. That's really good to know. So then you are having some digital training which you provide online. So please share in details what type of digital training you provide and why people should register with you.
So one of the big things that's happening with entrepreneurs, there's a lot of entrepreneurs entering the market, but they enter it thinking that, okay, I'm going to, either do this as a side hustle or create some, business that will give me this. So they have a very one-directional way of looking at business.
I agree.
But the experience, when they start doing the business, the experience is totally different. Then there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of ups and downs, and the biggest one is actually cash flow. So the reason why a lot of entrepreneurs get into business and have this challenge of, I'm not making enough money, where are my clients are going to come from, where my leads are going to come from, money's coming in, but it's going out. I'm not seeing any of it back into my bank account. So all of this stuff is actually the planning of a online business. So the training that we do is actually create foundational sort of the structure of an online business. So if you have a very strong foundation, you can build as tall a building as you want. So the idea behind it is creating that foundation. So business always happens in stages. The growth happens in stages. When we mapped out 4 stages. So say you're in stage 1, you've not done your foundational work, but you're looking at someone else, trying to hit the strategy of stage 3. It's never going to work for you. So that is our intention with the Rise and Be Rich course. That's the training that we give. So the first part of the training is we get 100% clarity what is it that you want, what business model really helps you get there, and then we plan out a blueprint. Just like, an architect, think of an architect poring over a blueprint.
Okay.
That's what we do. We look at the blueprint and say, hey, this is the foundation you need to build in order for you to have that scale in your business. So that's what we do with the Rise and Be Rich program.
So that means entrepreneurs from any stage can approach you if they are starting, or if they are at the middle stage and they're lost in the digital world. They can approach you for the direction, and those who want some target achievements, you can help them also. Is it?
Yeah. So what happens is the Rise and Be Rich coaching program actually caters to either people entering the business or have been in business 1 to 5 years, but are not seeing traction. So we rebrand and then launch their business back again online. But then we also get clients who are making $250,000 already in their business. They're like, okay, I want to now scale bigger.
Yeah.
What we have done is we've taken the Rise and Be Rich programs, and we have done a joint venture collaboration with a marketing agency, and we've created an end-to-end product with them. So we have both the done with you and done for you. So the done with you would be mostly for solo entrepreneurs and really small sort of partners. But if you have a business which has 8 to 15 people, you've got really marketing growth happening in that business, then we have the done for you services. So really we have mapped out all the 4 stages, all to the done with you, done for you services as well. So yeah, anyone can approach.
Fantastic. Take a note, all entrepreneurs, whatever stage you are, you have somebody to guide you. So which website they should hit? Can you share your website?
Well, the easiest way actually to get in touch with us is go on to a podcast show, start listening to that. So it's www.ahanalara.com. That's my website. But if you just do www.ahanalara.com/RBR show, just one word, RBR show, you get into the podcast funnel. And on that podcast funnel, you'll have all of this amazing interviews with experts. You'll get it right on the thank you page. But it's also, there's a way for you to contact us and speak with us and really understand how to map out your business. It's a 100% free session. So that's a great way for us to know what's going on with your business, and for you to know, hey, how much clarity do we need in order for us to really sort of move fast in our business.
Great. Yeah, the radio show, I'm really interested to know more about it. What that radio show is all about.
Well, how it came about, Tara, is that we had all these questions coming into a forum, emails, pouring through, like my inbox on my Messenger, my LinkedIn is full. So I was like, what do I do with all these questions? Because there's no way for me to sort of tell them, hey, get into my program or try this or try that. It's just a lot. So we were really inspired from that, as well as my partner Daniel and I, we have a background, and we had a couple of years in Malaysia. We had a radio show there as well. So we decided, I think I've told you about it. So what we decided was to actually take those questions. People are looking for those answers. And then some of them just offer our masterclasses, and some of them interview all these experts that we have in our network. And we have a very large network. We're very blessed that way, that we have a massive network of mentors and coaches. So that's what the show is. And we've structured it in a way that it's a masterclass, 1 episode at a time. So you download that masterclass, you get whatever information you need for that masterclass right there. So whether it's, shifting your money mindset to, actually creating your social media engagement. So whatever it is, it's like a masterclass for each one of those episodes. So that's what it is.
Mindset enlightenment, plus your spiritual enlightenment, plus your business enlightenment, and you learn a lot, right? That's fantastic.
Yeah, both personal and professional, personal and business growth, both of them are.
And we need that. We need all holistic growth in life. So fantastic. We have one channel which is catering to all these needs. Awesome to know. So as an entrepreneur, it has been a journey for you. So what was the main challenge you came across and how you just overcame? Can you share?
Well, here's the thing, biggest challenge, I think, anyone faces, like, especially when they're starting. You're talking about when I started
Yes.
when I started doing my business, isn't it? So starting, a venture is already shaky.
Very true.
You're already, yeah. But if you don't have any background, which I really didn't have an entrepreneur background, it's even shakier. And at that time, there are a lot of suggestions actually for me from my friends and family to do something, sort of do some formal education. But there's a really interesting quote from Uber founder Travis Kalanick, and he says, rather than taking lessons on how to become an entrepreneur, you should jump into the pool and start swimming. That's his quote. So kind of, yeah, and that's kind of what I did. So the challenges when they came rolling in, the biggest one for me was cash flow, just like I would think most of businesses will have that. That was my biggest challenge. It's really not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So in my first business, as I told you, we actually had very decent sales, but we just did not have enough money to pay ourselves as owners, to have all of the bills paid at the right time. It was quite crazy. And that's the time I understood, for me, that was a big lesson of how important it is to choose a business model that can work for you, then create that blueprint that I was talking about, then build that foundation, then scale your business. But it's really, really important to have that clarity, that 100% clarity, and choose the right business model.
I think every journey is a different journey and depends upon you. But yes, I think every entrepreneur should be having that clarity in life that can support him in her journey. Awesome to know that. So yeah, as an entrepreneur, I'm sure you must be having some favorite productivity hack which helps you to increase your productivity. Can you share that also?
I have a few. I'll tell you one thing that I have become really good at is long-term, short-term planning. So I always have that long-term goal, but what I mean by a short-term plan is I only work at 90-day intervals. So for me, 90 days, 90-day intervals. So every 90 days we see a result. Every 90 days we see a result. So the whole business, we plan it that way, that what are the jumps we need to see, and then we create those 90-day segments, and then it's really easy then to create your weekly, daily sort of plan. So one is the plan. The biggest productivity hack that I can give you is you can have a plan, but the way to implement it the way to implement it is bite-sized pieces. Create the bite-sized pieces, which is why we do 90 and then week and then day. And then get into it with 100% focus, joy, and just absolute peace. Just focus on the task. So we have within our teams, we have our own practice, morning practice that we do. We have a group that does a sort of manifestation mantra practice circle. It's like a practice circle.
You do it as a team.
Yeah, we do it. We do it as a team. We do it as a group of global entrepreneurs. So we do this as a practice because you really have to be in that space of creativity, really in a good space every day, in order for you to just focus on the task and finish it.
Must be helpful, definitely, because you're having people around who are having same mindset and you're working towards the same goal. So it must be awesome.
Yeah, and as a group, when we're doing it as a group, everybody's energy sort of, we're all pulling in, we're all helping each other. But it's a powerful space to be at because, the biggest thing that happens, this, you're running this business, is distraction.
I definitely agree. It's very difficult and challenging. So if we get some pool of friends or group where everybody is into same mindset, must be helpful. Thank you so much for sharing this hack. Do take a note, friends. So Ahana, the last question I always ask my host, what is the message you want to give to my viewers? Some message they can remember forever.
Well, the biggest message is, look, we all have this dream. We kind of say, oh, okay, this is the kind of life I want to build for myself, for my family. My business is going to take me there. And then you just jump into that and say, okay, let's, and we're trying really hard to get all of that to work. And yes, the best way to learn is actually through action. It is the best way to learn. But take the help of mentors and coaches. Take the help of them. I've always had 1 to 3 at any given point in time, and they're not just for business growth, but also for my personal growth.
Okay.
The biggest thing that will get sort of hold you back is actually your own state of consciousness. It's how you deal with things. The strategies are always there. The formula is there. If somebody else can make it, so can you. The thing that really holds us back is our limiting beliefs, our thought processes, our state of consciousness, our own leadership. That's what holds you back. So if you can break through that, and if you have somebody helping you break through that while you're building your business, it's gonna go super fast and super smooth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true. It's a fantastic suggestion. So do look out for mentors, friends, always.
always look out for them, and always, be in that space of gratitude that we
Learn
have
from
so
them.
much support at this time with
Yeah.
so many people around us.
Great. It was awesome interacting with you, Ahana. I wish you all the best for your bright future. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.